Hi, I'm Chandler Love. I'm doing my interview questions for 6.5. The first one is with which programming languages are you familiar and which do you prefer using? I'm familiar with HTML, also familiar with JavaScript, um, and then also familiar with some of the frameworks and libraries like React and Angular. As far as being the most familiar with, I would probably say JavaScript because I feel like that's the one I spent the most time on during this course. It's the one I've got stuck on the most. It's the one that I've had the most problems with and had to work those problems out, and now kind of understand a little bit more because I had those problems. Briefly describe a project that you worked on and any challenges that you face. How did you solve these challenges? I would say the project that I had the most challenges on throughout this course would definitely be the project with React. The reason for that was it was the first time seeing something like this for me. I'm very new to coding. I'm very new to web development. So going into something like React, it was very foreign. It was very out there, very odd for me. But the way that I worked through this was by making mistakes, learning from my mistakes, speaking a lot with my mentor, having 2-3 calls a week with my mentor, trying to work through it, figure out the problems I'm having, figure out how to better improve what I was coding. So I would say those are the things that work the best for me. How do you test and find bugs in your code? One of the things that I do, I mean, it really just depends on the situation, but one of the things I usually do is that I run the app, and then in the terminal, I can see any kind of errors I have that may pop up, and then I can search them from there. Maybe I go to Google and just search or Stack Overflow and search, because Stack Overflow is a very useful tool. Also, I may ask my mentor. I've asked my mentor a couple of times whenever I get stuck to help me. Also use Google Chrome Developer Tools is also another one that I use to kind of search through whenever I'm having an issue, and it'll tell me give me an idea of where to go from there. In your opinion, what qualities distinguish a great full stack developer from an average one, and why? I think that the number one thing that really separates you from other web developers or full stack developers would be staying on top of trends, being able to learn new things, because it's always evolving, it's always changing. Before I even started this course, I asked a few of my friends that did some web development, and some friends of friends that did web development, and that was the thing that they told me from the very beginning: is it's a very tough field of work because the trends are always changing, things are always changing. So I would say that's one thing that would distinguish someone from average to great. Also, being very meticulous and clean, because your code needs to be clean, it needs to be meticulous, it needs to be well organized. That would be another thing I would think as well. I think that rounds it out.